Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a voiceover tutorial, very old school YouTube, but this was a requested look and my skin has been going through it, so I didn't want to refilm it, so I decided to just do a voiceover tutorial. I'm starting out with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which, as you guys know, if you've been watching any of my videos, is my holy grail primer. I really think it just preps the skin in a way that's like incredible and unique and unlike anything else. I do have, oh my goodness, I have so much acne right now. I feel like I'm a teenager again a little bit, especially on my chin. So I'm taking the Bobbi Brown Skin Full Coverage Concealer and I am dotting it and then using a really dense small brush to like buff it into the skin, but not blending out so much. I wanted to get the coverage mostly, and then I thought when I used the foundation on top, it would blend the product together. I watched this person on TikTok, I don't even know her name, but she does the same technique, and I think her makeup always looks really good, so I thought I'd try it for myself today, and I was impressed. Going in with the Fenty Ease Drop Blur Tinted Moisturizer. I'm in the shade 2. This has been like, it's a very solid foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations. I do pull it often because I think it is like a skin-focused foundation, and as you guys know, like that's kind of where I live. I love how it enhances my skin and still makes my skin look like my own, so I'm a big fan. For bronzer, I'm using this bronzer from e.l.f. This is the Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. This is $6, and I will say, like, the reason I don't use this more is because I think the component is really difficult to use because it's so small. Fitting a brush in there is like kind of impossible, but I love the shade. I love the undertone. I even bought this product for my friend Elise, y'all know her, and she also loves it. It's just the component that makes me use it less. For blush, I'm using this Rose Ink blush. Honestly, they're no longer making product, so I'm not going to tell you the shade. It's very sad. I'm very sad to have discovered it, and then it went out of business. Then I'm concealing as I kind of normally would, except, look at me, y'all. I'm doing it after my bronzer and blush, which was new for me, and I was a little nervous about it, but I've been seeing all the people do it on TikTok. I've been seeing people do it on Instagram, and I was like, Megan, why don't you try it? And so I thought today that I would try it, and I was actually like really impressed by how much I loved it. I will say I have to back blend my bronzer because I feel like it looked a little too stark, and I had to add a bit more of my blush because I did feel like it took away a lot of the life from my cheeks, which are, I think, a pretty big center point of my face because I have really big cheekbones. Setting it down with some Hourglass setting powder, and I ran out of this today. It's so sad. I have to repurchase it. The little travel size lasted me like 2 years. It's fire. It's my favorite powder. And I'm just using a little bit because I'm a dry girl and I poke myself in the eye. For highlighter, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand in the shade Pillow Talk. It fell out of the component, so I have to dot it on with my fingers. And setting it down with some Milk Makeup Set and Refresh Spray. I hate the smell of this, but it works so well that I put up with it and keep using it. For brows, which I don't really do with you guys like that, I'm using I don't really do brows on this channel. I don't know why, but I thought I'd show it to you today. I'm using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. It's the perfect shade match for me. And then this Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel on top of it, which I absolutely loved. It did dry out. I mean, it had been like 8 months. It did dry out, and now I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lamination Gel, which I also really love. And then I take this black eyeliner from Urban Decay. I'm pretty sure the shade is Chaos. And I'm just sketching out this graphic eye look. I had this graphic eye look come to me while I was working that day. I was like, ooh, it'd be cool if I did this. And then I like layered some really like shimmery duochrome shadows on top. I think it'd be really interesting. And so I spent a lot of time making sure that this looked similar on both sides. Obviously, it's never going to look perfect. Well, maybe not obviously. For me, it's never going to look perfect, but it was really, really close, and I was really proud of myself for how like symmetrical I got it to look. And for the duochromes to cover it, I'm using obviously the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. Yes, the new one just came out. Yes, I want to buy it, but I don't need it. I'm taking the green shade to start and layering it over the top of this black eyeliner base. And I think it really just made this color shine. I was adding it, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And then I took a deeper purple shade. I think I used all the bottom row and I don't know, I really think the black enhanced this base because I think on its own it is a little bit for me like they're not my favorites, but with a black base I loved them. I ended off with a blue at the very, very end that was a little bit lighter, and I think the colors really like melded very well together. I took a lot of time blending them. And then for the middle of my eye, I was like, it needs something more. So I popped an orange, a bright orange shimmer shade in the middle of my eye because I think it helped pull focus, and then you got to see all of the shimmer on my eyes. For mascara, I'm using a Clinique mascara here. I actually hated it so much that I threw it out after. Clinique is not my favorite mascara maker, okay? That would be About Face Beauty. For lips, I am using the Persona Cosmetics Rosewood Lip Liner. It is by far my favorite lip liner and my favorite lip liner formula. And for a gloss, I'm using this gloss from Pat McGrath. I don't remember the shade, but it is pearlized, and so I wanted something like that. And yeah, guys, that completes this video. I was really proud of this look, so thank you for requesting a tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!